With the announcement of NoPixel 5, let's check out and see what Fuslie has to say about this big reveal. Anyway, link to the original video is down in the description below. If you like the commentary and discussions we do here on my channel, consider subscribing. Let's get into it.
I mean, if I was 0 when it started, I'd be 10 years old, you know? So if you were 0 when I started streaming, you're 10, which is crazy. And at 10, you're doing things. You're like moving and walking and thinking thoughts and stuff. It's insane.
And if you were 10, you were 20. And if you're 20, you're 30. Like there's a whole it's a long ass time. If it actually feels, you know, there's people who are unks now because they, you know, that have started this are now unk status, which is crazy. Which, by the way, consider subscribing if you like GTA RP and Red Dead RP. I am a veteran RPer, but I only really started gaining traction on my channel, and I honestly only started to lock in probably around December and really popped off in January. So if you want to be along for the ride, consider subscribing. But yeah, it feels like a long time.
NoPixel 5 is out. That's not true, right? It's not out today. It's announced. It got announced. Oh, have I smelled Kimmy's candles? Yeah, they smell incredible. Yeah. She has a new candle company, Gentle Flame. I talk about it on my Instagram story today. Yeah, Rockstar is supporting NoPixel. Yes.
Well, and I think it's like people need to understand it's just not that. It's not only that. It's you got to look at the bigger picture. Rockstar is finally embracing RP fully, right? And I think this is where I hope people don't lose sight of what really matters in the RP community is that when one server thrives, or like if like the standard shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, the servers that have all the server that has all the streamers on it is what we really want. No, like RP should be for everyone. And as long as, and with the announcement of Rockstar embracing NoPixel, it's kind of them embracing everybody. So I hope people could see the bigger picture, and not like the very narrow view of it.
Insane. Hi, Melee Lover. Hello. How you doing? Are you going back to NoPixel, you think? I think so. I don't know when it is. So I haven't really thought about it, but I think I will. Yeah.
She is. Let's not kid ourselves. I think that a lot of people, with how much anticipation is for GTA 6, it would be kind of a bad business decision for any streamer to not do it. I think. Well, if you're like already established and famous.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I can't say I'll like be committing to it. However, I think NoPixel, I've played it enough where I adore it when it's good, but it has also caused me a lot of stress. And I'm simply not sure if I can commit to it. So will I give it a try? Most likely. I'm not making promises, but I probably will try it. At least try it.
So I'm sure people might take this and be like, oh, you know, which by the way, is she wearing contacts? Those are some crazy contacts if they are. But the thing is, it's like, people might hear that and be like, oh, why is she not excited? Blah, blah, blah. Like the realistic thing is guys, so a lot of these streamers, you know, put your parasocial relationships aside. A lot of these streamers are millionaires now. And with that kind of money, not even at that kind of money, just the fact that a lot of these people are now making a living, right? Their priorities are different. Some of these streamers are now making money by vlogging or by appearing in commercials, by being in movies, by doing some of these people have companies now, right? And, you know, you could also, some people might say, oh, it's just because they're also older. That's fair too. But I think it's when you got to look at it from the idea of so much has changed in these people's lives that it's really hard to expect realistic effort and that hunger when their lives have changed and their priorities changed. So I hope people don't judge her too hard for saying that, or even any other streamer saying that. I hope they don't judge them too hard for that, because I just think it would be unfair. Because like, let's apply that same logic um 10 years from now, when like the new batch of streamers who come in and really make a name for themselves, and then they don't want to do whatever the next version is, right? So it's just I think there should be grace in allowing the people who've been doing it forever to move on if they want to.
And then if I hate it, or even if it's just like too much to commit to, because I commit to things like I get too excited about arcs, I get too excited about things, and I say yes, and then all of a sudden I'm like losing my life again. But like, I don't know. I kind of like having a little bit of a, yeah, I might just try it for a little bit. Leslie, I'm getting raptured. I'll see you later. Well, I'm getting raptured too, though. So I'll just see you. I'll just see you there. Yeah, I'll just see you. I'll just see you there. So don't. It's not a goodbye. I'm going soon. So see you later, man. No, he said you can't come. Anyways, yeah, so for NoPixel, I don't know when it is. I haven't put too much thought into it. I obviously I have great memories associated with April Fooze, and she have not. I want to say it here. I've put no thought into this. Like, I don't sit at my bed and think, oh my God, what is April doing? What, like, so I don't, because I kind of just quit out of nowhere because it was too much for me. Like,
again, I mean, literally, this is probably one of the most mature responses you're going to get, and probably the most transparent. I feel like, I think a lot of streamers may not feel that they could probably say that they don't want to do it, right? Because they might get some backlash talking about you, NoPixel community. But like, I just kidding. I love you guys. The thing is, it's like, again, priorities change, and I think people shouldn't be like, I don't know, punished for it.
I obviously love her, and she is like a fun character to play.
Come to S17 after the tournament.
They're fighting. They're fighting.
Okay.
But I'm heavily
AFK.
Tarjan!
And then we just got a clip of like, look at this Russ, for example. You know, these guys, these streamers, man, they're making so much money now. It doesn't even, they can do whatever they want, and I think you should celebrate that. Anyway, well, actually, I don't want to end on that. I want to end on, I think it also, goes back to the question and the understanding that for RP it will never get back to the peak that it ever was because of how organic that happened. Kind of, I think I agree with XQC. I actually think that that's how it's going to end up, like, where it's never going to reach that peak. But in order for it to really last long in a healthy way, there needs to be a lot of new blood, a lot of new creators coming in that are hungry, that can sustain it for how much longer than people who aren't, millionaires and can walk away from it at any moment, right? Not saying that they need to be hostages, but you know what I mean? Like that excitement needs to be what drives them. So I'm just throwing my hat in the ring. If you want my character Juan Pablo, just let me know. I have tons of experience on other servers. Anyway, love you guys. Check out the next one, and y'all be nice out there. Love you guys. Bye-bye. This video is brought to you actually by viewers like you. Thank you so much for subscribing and being part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. Let's create new memories this 2025 on our road to 1 million subscribers. And with all that jazz out of the way, I just want to say thank you so much. I love y'all, and enjoy the video.